Alright, so this question is mostly just a test of how good we are at doing non-calculator calculations. So let's have a read through. Here are the weights of 5 apples in grams. Work out the mean weight of the apples. So we can start there. As a reminder, the mean is the total divided by how many. You might describe it as like you add them up and divide by how many. But really it's the total weight of whatever it is divided by how many things there are. So here we need to add up all of these numbers and then divide by 5, and that will find us the mean. So this time I'll put in the working out box first what we're going to do. We're going to do 114 plus 122 plus 113 plus 110. No, ran out of space there. So plus 110 plus 121. And the answer is, let's find out. So 114 plus 122, 113, 110 and 121. So adding up from the right hand side, we've got 4 plus 2 is 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 0, carry over 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Adding those together gives 8. And 1 plus 2 plus, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is 580. So the answer to this calculation that we started putting in the working out box is equals 580. So we've added them up to get 580, and the next thing we need to do is that number, 580, divided by 5, because we added 5 things up. So to get the mean, we find the total and divide by how many. Now to do this division, I think the best way is bus stop. So we'll do ourselves a little bus stop with 580 in it, and we're going to divide by 5. So the way bus stop works, we're going to go one by one and see how many 5s go into 5. The answer is 1. And because we used up all of this 5, there's nothing carried over. Next, it's how many 5s go into 8. Again, you can only get 1 5 in 8, but 3 of the 8 is left over. If you're not sure why that is, here's a quick picture. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We said how many 5s go into it. The answer is 1. There's one group of 5, but 3 of the 8 gets left over. So we carry over 3, and then 5s go into 30. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times. So 580 divided by 5 equals 116, which means 116 is the mean weight of the apples. Now part B says use a reverse calculation to show a check of your answer. We've done two things. We added up all those numbers and then we divided by 5. The first calculation, where we added up all those numbers, isn't very good for doing a check because there's so many steps in that calculation. We added 5 things together. But the second thing we did, where we divided by 5, that's good for showing a check because it's just one step. We divided by 5, so this time we do the reverse. So to do a reverse calculation, what we do is we start with the answer, which was 116, because we're checking this part of our calculation. We start with the answer, and where before we divided by 5, now we are going to multiply by 5. And 116 times by 5 does give you 580, which means our original calculation was correct. So I'm going to write that in the answer box because it does say show your check in the box below. So what we did is 116 times 5 equals 580. And there you have it. So the mean is the total divided by how many, but really we just had to practice doing some column addition and then doing bus stop division as well. And then, or as a reminder, a check of your answer is where you do a reverse calculation. It says use a reverse calculation. Take some nice thing that you did in your working out, do it backwards, and make sure the numbers make sense. And that's it. Thank you very much.